I am.
I am.
I am Penn State Engineering.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Penn State Engineering.
Penn State Engineering.
I am.
Penn State Engineering.
Penn State Engineering.
Penn State Engineering.
I am 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 a Penn State engineer, and we are Penn State Engineering.
If I had to describe Penn State College of Engineering in one word, it would be innovative.
Inspiring.
Fantastic.
Collaborative.
Engaged.
Supportive. Because here I get to meet and work with people who are like-minded, who are on the same journey as me.
Hope.
Multidisciplinary. Inclusive.
Exciting.
Creativity.
Community.
Opportunity.
Global. Within the College of Engineering, we have faculty members working in every corner of the world.
Penn State is a leader in engineering education around the world because of its quality academics, its cutting-edge research, and its alumni base.
The College of Engineering is meaningful to me as it was at the heart of my Penn State experience, in which 30 plus years later, I still have fond memories and great friendships that began there.
It has given me the foundation in problem solving, innovation, and inclusion that has given me the ability to be a world-class engineer.
To me, College of Engineering means growing, sharing, and opening up to be who you are and what you want to be.
The College of Engineering is a lot of things, but its greatest magic is that it makes collaboration with students possible, and that's a remarkable thing.
Through my work here, I have grown as an engineer and as a person.
Penn State is a place where your dreams can become reality.
College of Engineering means contributing to a goal that's bigger than yourself.
The College of Engineering pushes me to think outside the box.
We truly celebrate creating a welcoming environment for all students, faculty, and staff.
All the hard work in the Multicultural Engineering program and the Women Engineering program really make people who may seem different feel at home.
The College of Engineering is an exciting place that has helped me grow into a young professional.
Our Penn State Engineering prepares you for a great and satisfying career.
Penn State Engineering is why I am successful in my career.
We make an impact in all we do to make the world a better place.
We stand on the shoulders of 125 years of contribution. I think the success of the College of Engineering is really shown by the passion of the alumni for the time that they spent here in Happy Valley.
It gives me immense pleasure to work with the sons and daughters of Pennsylvanians who go on to make a difference in the world, and to share the thrill of discovery when we find a new way of looking at, or, as engineers, shaping that world. I'm proud to be a Penn State engineer.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us from across the engineering community as we kick off our year-long anniversary celebration for the Penn State College of Engineering. We are gathering virtually from every engineering field, every level of scholarship, from academia, from government, from industry, as we begin to recognize the significant contributions the Penn State College of Engineering has made over the past 125 years. Together, we are building upon the college's long history and setting our sights on the next 125 years. Engineering at Penn State traces its history back to the institution's earliest years and its first leader, Evan Pugh, who saw the broader potential for the Farmers High School to expand its educational offerings beyond agriculture into the industrial arts. Visionary leaders who would follow, names like Atherton, Eisenhower, Walker, and Jordan, recognized the importance of engineering to Penn State as a land-grant university. Today, the College of Engineering benefits immensely from the support and partnership of Penn State's senior administration, from Executive Vice President and Provost Nick Jones, an engineer himself, to Laura Weiss, the university's Senior Vice President for Research and a graduate of the college with a PhD in acoustics. Since assuming the presidency of Penn State in 2014, Dr. Eric Barron has provided critical leadership for the university, particularly through the unprecedented challenges of 2020, and enthusiastic support for the College of Engineering initiatives, such as our facilities master plan implementation, our pursuit of equity and inclusion, and investment in interdisciplinary partnerships. I am so excited to welcome President Barron to today's event.
Thank you, Dean Schwartz, and congratulations to the entire Penn State College of Engineering community for 125 years of impact, innovation, and education. This college has come a long way since it opened its doors in the 1890s, when the world was in awe of inventions that ranged from the zipper to the ice cream scoop to the sousaphone to the first mousetrap, aptly named the Little Nipper. Into this world of innovation came our upstart college with an ambitious vision. Our college would train the engineers who would make our nation safer, stronger, more secure, and more prosperous. Since then, Penn State has awarded more than 127,000 degrees in engineering, contributing to a powerful alumni network that continues to drive technological advancements around the globe. Today, engineering enrolls more students than any other college at Penn State and awards more engineering bachelor's degrees annually than all but a few institutions in the nation. And the college is a research powerhouse. Last fiscal year, the college's $153 million in research expenditures helped push the university past the $1 billion mark for the year. This puts Penn State among the very top tier of research institutions in the world. Our university is incredibly proud of the work underway in the College of Engineering. Consider just a few of the landmark accomplishments. Penn State's Applied Research Laboratory, which traces its roots to the college immediately following World War II. Our campus is home to the longest operating university nuclear reactor in the nation. Penn State's Heart Assist Pump was developed in the 1970s by a team of researchers in engineering and the College of Medicine. The college's ongoing pursuit of equity, which in January of this year led to a historic commitment from the A. James and Alice B. Clark Foundation and the largest university match to a private philanthropic gift in Penn State's history. And the list goes on and on. We are Penn State, in part because of the College of Engineering and its contributions to our institution and to society since 1896. It is with great pleasure that I join all of you in celebrating this historic legacy, and it is with great anticipation that I look forward to the future to come for the Penn State College of Engineering. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Barron. On January 3, 1896, when the Board of Trustees formally approved what was then called the School of Engineering, we had 143 engineering students. Today, more than 12,000 engineering students are enrolled at University Park and across Penn State's campuses. In 1900, founding Dean Louis Reber strategically prioritized the need for more buildings to accommodate students and faculty. Today, we're doing the same, with a 10-year master plan to substantially transform the engineering footprint at University Park by constructing new buildings and modernizing existing facilities to further our leadership in education and research. In 1909, the college established a modest yet innovative engineering experiment station, essentially a small lab to apply engineering theory. This year, our research expenditures exceeded $153 million to continue to build in enrollment, in faculty recruitment, in research, in literal buildings. We have also had challenges. I'd be remiss if I didn't address the fact that we are not celebrating today in person. Obviously, circumstances for much of this year have been different than anticipated, but we are engineers. We solve problems. From 3D printing single-use stethoscopes to developing advanced classroom cleaning tools and techniques to studying how a particular protein spike on the novel coronavirus can lead to such varied disease experiences. Just as we build bridges and establish potable water supplies, we are developing solutions to the challenges in front of us and anticipating how to mitigate future challenges. 102 years ago, our predecessors were navigating both a pandemic and a world war. I'll say it again. We are engineers. This is who we are. This is what we do. What's one challenge of the modern era that we've had to engineer? Well, how about safely celebrating this momentous milestone during a global pandemic? We couldn't hold an in-person event, and even if we could, not even Beaver Stadium would accommodate us. With over 100,000 alumni, more than 12,000 students, 436 faculty, 394 staff, and all of our industry and government partners and our engineering friends. In short, the Penn State engineering family that makes our college shine is simply too big for any one venue. Through video and the internet, both developed by engineers, of course, we can gather safely to reflect and look ahead. With our inherent spirit of innovation in mind, we are eager to celebrate. Throughout 2021, there will be multiple opportunities for everyone, alumni, students, faculty, staff, and friends, to commemorate this milestone anniversary, to engage with one another and the college, and to help shape our future. Over the next year, we will recognize the inaugural class of 40 Under 40 Alumni Award recipients. Our award committee is currently reviewing the many nominations of our young alumni who have already made their great strides in their career, their communities, and Penn State. Each one serves as a powerful role model to our students and help inspire future engineers. Choosing the first class of honorees to recognize is proving to be a difficult task. You are an impressive group. Throughout this year, we will also recognize the philanthropy that helps open doors for students, provides invaluable support for faculty, and moves the entire college forward. During this year, we are establishing a 125th Anniversary Engineering Giving Society. Anyone who makes a gift of $125 or more in support of engineering to areas like scholarships and facilities, to name a few, will become a member of the society and receive a commemorative 125th anniversary pin. One of the first 125th anniversary celebratory collaborations just concluded, and now you can enjoy the benefits. Thanks to our friendship with the Berkey Creamery, the Scholars Chip ice cream flavor will be temporarily renamed during 2021 in honor of the College of Engineering's milestone anniversary. Starting 2 months ago, the engineering community made over 600 naming suggestions. We narrowed the choices down to 5, and our students voted on the winner. I'm very pleased to announce the winning name, Chocolate E-Chip. The winning name was submitted by Rachel Bartuska, a junior majoring in industrial engineering who will receive a gift certificate to the creamery. Chocolate E-Chip will be available soon to purchase in person and online. All of that collaboration enthusiasm for naming an ice cream. That energy pulses through the College of Engineering endeavor every day. Student capstone projects, humanitarian engineering partnerships across the globe, multi-million-dollar federally funded research projects to understand the challenges facing society, and in order to develop solutions, Penn State engineers always give their all. And we have been for 125 years. Since our earliest days in the late 1800s, our buildings have changed, our demographics have changed, our funding has changed, and our research has changed. The passion of our people has not changed. From the very beginning, the Penn State College of Engineering has grown from and for people. It is the energy of our students, our faculty, and our staff that get poured into the forward momentum of education and research, seeking to impact the world and advance human society. It is the questions that spur investigations in understanding why a thing is and pushing to use that knowledge to make life better. It is the passion that pushes us to do more and to be better. It is us. We are the Penn State College of Engineering, and we are just getting started.
For 125 years, the Penn State College of Engineering has been a leader in education, research, innovation, and inspiring change around the world.
The goal of the College of Engineering is to always be at the forefront of having impact on society.
My heroes growing up were engineers, so I wanted to be an engineer, and that's why I came to Penn State.
The degree you've obtained, no matter which department you choose and which engineering degree you choose, is going to let you go on to do great things in the world.
We're taught the fundamentals here, but we also are given a broad range of technical knowledge. We really are able to interact on a global scale, and that encourages innovation and creativity.
Our faculty are some of the brightest minds in the country, focusing on real challenges that our society faces.
We're 3D printing concrete, we're building bridges and providing safe drinking water to people around the world.
What makes me really excited about working at Penn State is the access and the ability to leverage some of the world-class expertise to really advance our research programs to the next level.
It's a combination of academic excellence and yet utter humility.
The Penn State School of Engineering was officially established on January 3, 1896, but the history of engineering at Penn State stretches back to the earliest years of the institution.
Many scholars believe it was one of the most important pieces of legislation in the history of our country, the Morrill Land Grant Act of 1862. Named for Vermont Congressman Justin Morrill and signed by President Abraham Lincoln, the act gave federal lands to the states, which in turn sold that land to establish universities that shared knowledge with the public. In 1863, Penn State became one of the nation's first and Pennsylvania's only land-grant institution.
I can't imagine what would be more important than the contributions of engineering in service to our society, in advancing our economy, in advancing the quality of life.
Already by the early 1900s, Penn State engineering graduates were helping society and in high demand in leading firms like General Electric, Westinghouse, Union Switch and Signal, and the Pennsylvania Railroad. In the decades that would follow, Penn State educated tens of thousands of engineering students, preparing them for impactful roles in industry, government, academia, and beyond.
Talent is key for us. When we look for engineers for our company, we lean to Penn State Engineering.
When you've obtained your Penn State engineering degree, you will find that you are empowered to go and have whatever type of career that you're seeking. Our enormous network of engineering alums are there to help you in the next stage and build your career.
I'm an engineer because I went to Penn State. I'm an astronaut because I went to Penn State.
The head of the department called me into his office and said, the only place of any significance that you need to go to graduate school is Penn State. And so I took his advice, and that's the best decision I ever made.
I've had so many amazing alumni who looked at me and saw a lot of potential and saw that I could do great things. I know that I can do that for the next generation.
I feel very strongly about the need to invest in young people's futures. Certainly others before me did the same for me and made it possible for this institution to exist and grow.
Innovations in engineering education throughout the 20th century benefited more than 85,000 degree recipients and helped the nation prevail in 2 world wars. One innovative program was a partnership with the Curtiss-Wright Corporation to train women as engineering technicians for work in stateside defense plants during World War II.
And in February 1943, the first class of women enrolled in the Curtiss-Wright cadet program arrived at Penn State for a 22-week program. They proved that women were just as capable of succeeding in technical education and engineering education as men. At that time, it was very important.
The Curtiss-Wright cadets were pathbreakers like others who had come before.
In 1893, Carrie McElwain was the first female to graduate with an engineering bachelor's degree. But it was another 40 years until Benson Dutton in 1933 became the first African American to receive an engineering bachelor's degree. And shortly thereafter, in 1936, Dorothy Quiggle was the first female Nittany Lion to earn an engineering PhD.
Penn State is an institution of academic excellence. All you Penn Staters are here, you've got the opportunity of your life to absorb knowledge that will stand you in good stead. And I speak as a person who has competed on every level and have been proud to be a Penn State man. Learn all you can so that you can be Penn State proud.
The Multicultural Engineering Program, started in 1985, and the Women in Engineering Program, created in 1989, have been critical initiatives to strengthen community connections within the college and support successful outcomes for engineering students.
When we help students reach that finish line, we may be making a huge impact on the economic future for that student and for the people who surround them.
When I heard about the Women in Engineering program, it was the defining moment for why I chose Penn State. Engineering is a really tough discipline, so to stick through it, you need to have a sense of confidence, and you need that support backing you up.
MEPO really changed the trajectory of my freshman year and allowed me to reach new heights. More of a family more than anything. The community that's going to support you throughout your journey in the College of Engineering.
Today, with a focus on building a workforce best equipped to solve the engineering challenges of the future, the College of Engineering is strategically committed to an inclusive, equitable community that enables all students to thrive.
I believe we only solve our greatest challenges by working together. Diversity of thought, whether that diversity is academic discipline, race, gender, geopolitics, economic status, whatever, is vital to advancing humanity.
And it's my great honor to announce that the Clark Foundation has committed $15.5 million to create the A. James Clark Scholars Program in the Penn State College of Engineering.
We are bringing students to Penn State not only to be individually successful, but to improve our college, to improve our university and our community.
For 125 years, engineering students at Penn State have benefited from a range of transformative educational experiences. From access to an experimental railway and telegraph station in the early years, to developments like the Learning Factory, leadership programs, and global experiences in the more recent years, Penn State has prioritized educational innovation in engineering.
The Leonard Center is this really amazing thing that was created in about 1990 with a gift from the Leonard family with the goal of improving engineering education at Penn State.
We can't just teach people to be engineers. We need to teach ethical decision making.
The ability to communicate is so important, not just among engineers, but to people outside of engineering, because engineers contribute so much to the health, happiness, and safety of society.
One of the greatest things about being at Penn State are the students enjoy what they're doing. And they enjoy what they're doing because they're doing engineering, and they're doing engineering from day one.
SE is really this amazing opportunity to find this solution that you think is going to help people, and then really go and see that solution in action and hear from community members.
You get to be part of something bigger than yourself, and you get to start a business from the ground up, come here and implement it and change people's lives.
Not only was our team diverse, but we were working with a completely different culture.
I was so grateful that I had that opportunity to see how engineering can impact the lives of other people.
The opportunity that Penn State has given us to be able to collaborate globally is a skill that I think is so valuable for any workplace, any job.
We give tours and presentations of the College of Engineering, and we also go on outreach trips to middle schools and high schools to encourage students in engineering principles and STEM disciplines.
This program had come up so many times in my interview process. When they ask you the normal questions of how have you been a leader, what have you learned, I always was able to relate it back to Global Engineering Fellows.
Understand how to leverage what they've learned abroad and incorporate that into their academic plan, into their future careers.
One of the best things about the Learning Factory is that students get to see something that they've just thought of and take that all the way into something that's real that they can use and see other people use.
I wouldn't really know what research is or if I wanted to do it in the future, but now that I've had this experience, I know I do.
Penn State has allowed me to work abroad, perform undergraduate research, and give back to the community to truly inspire the future generation of engineers.
Research and innovation have been core aspects of the college's mission since the early 1900s, when the Engineering Experiment Station was established. As the decades passed, the impact of the college's investments in research-focused facilities and technology expanded in historic ways.
Penn State Brazil Reactor is longest continuously operating reactor in the United States. It was established 1955, right after President Eisenhower's Atom for Peace project.
The United States knows that peaceful power from atomic energy is no dream of the future. That capability, already proved, is here, now, today. Who can doubt if the entire body of the world's scientists and engineers had adequate amounts of fissionable material with which to test and develop their ideas, that this capability would rapidly be transformed into universal, efficient, and economic usage.
Through research in power generation and storage, smart building systems, robotics, sensors, biodevices, and countless other areas, the College of Engineering is working at the leading edges of discovery.
Penn State researchers are really excited about identifying problems that make a difference in the world.
We all have the responsibility for improving our communities, our cultures, and our climates. We all have the responsibility and the right to change the world. We all must take control of our collective future. Why? Because technology is advancing faster than we can understand its impact on people, the economy, and the environment. We engineers and scientists have a responsibility to understand the broader impact of our work.
Research that we do here will impact everyone globally.
The ultimate goal is making the world a more secure place for everyone that uses computers.
Penn State is very unique in the way in which they've invested in this high-end technology that allows us to go very deeply inside these cancer cells and figure out why they're outsmarting all of modern medicine, how we can finally obliterate them inside the body.
The breakthrough is that we can now extract energy out of the wastewater or source of organic matter rather than putting in energy.
Hybrid electric vehicles will be a crucial part of the future energy policy of this country. Developing engineers who are capable of designing these machines is really critical.
That's why we put together the BEST Center, to bring together the best minds from materials, devices, systems, and put them under one roof to address these very complicated interdisciplinary problems around energy storage and batteries.
We're developing new materials and new fabrication techniques for that mesoscale range, which is perfect for endoscopic procedures. No matter what happens, surgeons are going to need versatile, small-scale tools, and that's what we're trying to do.
So the DNA of this place is to be collaborative, to work together, and so you combine great talent with a cooperative spirit, and wonderful things can happen.
Dragonfly is the fourth NASA New Frontiers mission, designed to explore the mysteries of the solar system.
This is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity to design a vehicle that is going to be flying out of this world.
Dragonfly is truly a journey of discovery for humankind.
As the College of Engineering looks to the future and continued innovation and progress, it's also reshaping its footprint on campus in dramatic ways through the implementation of a 10-year master plan.
The Penn State College of Engineering is embarking on an unprecedented transformation of our campus. This plan creates engineering hubs of education, research, and innovation that will lead the nation. We are doing so much more than adding buildings. We are transforming the face of Penn State engineering.
To really be a space where we can welcome everybody, and I think that's a big part of that equity initiative, is to have that message that everybody's welcome, and we're all here to do really great things in the college.
When these new buildings are put in over there, you're going to say, this is where the heart of the College of Engineering is.
Understanding that what we're doing today and the decisions we're making and the investments we're making are going to have this long-term trajectory of impact in a positive way on not just Penn State, but on the world, it can't get more exciting than that.
125 years after its founding in 1896, the College of Engineering is building toward the future. We are engaging around the world to solve humanity's greatest challenges. We are working to build a more inclusive academic community and a more diverse engineering workforce. We are partnering in new ways with campus partners, government, and industry. We are inspiring change and impacting tomorrow.
On a daily basis, I get to see a spark that gets ignited, that gets students invigorated about the topics that they're studying and engaging with their coursework.
The work I'm doing is saving hundreds of thousands of lives because I'm actually creating devices or drugs that are going to be used one day by patients who need that treatment.
In my career, I really hope to make sure people come home from work safe every day.
You can think up anything you want and you have the ability to make that happen
things that we thought was science fiction a few years ago is now reality, and being a part of that is what makes this an amazing opportunity.
More than ever before, the world needs you and the solutions you will help provide. You have what it takes as a Penn State engineer to make a powerful impact in the years and decades to come. You are ready. You are Penn State.
I want to be able to give back to not only the local area here, but the world as a whole.
We are engineers, and we know that taking on challenges is what we do, and we have been working every day to solve problems, to keep ourselves moving forward and succeeding in these amazing times.
Our College of Engineering provides such a rich area for academic study, for research, and for service to our nation.
I will be able to have an impact on the world, to make this world safer and to make it a better place for everyone.